Good morning everyone, welcome to the EA Champs. We're here in Sheffield for an action-packed 2 days of athletic competition. Starting off this morning, we're getting underway with the under 15 girls 60 metre heats. Also on in the backdrop we have the under 15 boys pole vault, the under 15 girls high jump and the under 17 women's long jump. So we will be looking to cover all events, flicking between the multiple of cameras so you'll be able to access all and as much of action as possible. But for the time being now we're going to focus on the main track, which will be the under 15 girls 60 metre heats, and there are 8 heats in total, and qualification is the first 2 in each race, and the 8 fastest losers will progress on to later on semi-final, which is scheduled at 2:40. I'll run you through the lineup for heat 1. In lane 1 we have Chanel Haywood of Newham and Essex Beagles. Lane 2 Zoe Thompson, also of Newham and Essex Beagles. Lane 3 is Ellie Light of the City of Sheffield. Lane 4 is Natasha Alfred of Herne Hill Harriers. Lane 5 is Molly Adams of Marshall Milton Keynes. Lane 6 is Kaylee Cairns of Preston Harriers. Lane 7 is Amy Gallion of Reveringham Harriers. And in lane 8 is Jada Regis of Birchfield Harriers. So if we're looking on paper, the fastest 2 is Thompson in lane 2, has a personal best of 7:97, and also Natasha Alfred of Herne Hill, she also got in outside 8 seconds in 7:98, so we'll look out for those 2. So the girls are currently getting into their position. The first 2 across the line will receive automatic qualification, and as pointed out, after that they will be joined by 8 fastest losers. Oh, in our very first track event of the day, looks as though we potentially could have a full start as well. It did look as though maybe lane 8, Jada Regis of Birchfield Harriers, she looked a bit anxious out on the very outside. But we'll wait to see what the starters and officials have to say about that. The official is coming out, and he does give Regis a yellow card. Remember, obviously, for this being the under 15s, we don't work off a straight full start rule, so the girls are given a warning. Killy very nervous. It's tense atmosphere at the national championships, but hopefully no one's looking to get disqualified. And for the second time of asking, the under 15 girls 60 metres heat 1, it's Haywood, Thompson, Light, Alfred, Adams, Cairns, Gallion and Regis. And away cleanly for the second time as announcing Surfrey Alfred in the middle. Alfred's going to come away with this from the Herne Hill Harriers, and as pointed out, Thompson looks come through for second and very tight for third. Maybe Haywood on the very inside there, but no doubt about the winner. That was Natasha Alfred coming through. The clock stops unofficially at 8:0. And I'm pretty sure it was Zoe Thompson for the second place, but we'll have to wait for the photo finish to tie up the remaining places, but those look to be the automatic one. So we now divert our attention to the under 17 ladies long jump, and on the runway is Rugby and Northampton's Tia Clues in the first round. Poses south, runs in, attacks the board, clean on the board. Unfortunately, we don't have the gauge as regards to any metre markings down the side, so we will have to wait for the official verdict for that one. But now we're going to fast forward straight back to the track for the second heat of the women's 60 metres. Heat 2. In lane 1 we have Lucy Hadaway of the City of York. Lane 2, Louisa Snape of Slough Junior. Lane 3, Eleanor Hall of the City of Sheffield. Lane 4, Megan Colbeck of Doncaster. Lane 5, Brodie Jones of Sheffield. Lane 6, Kesha Buchanan of Notts AC. Lane 7, Jessica Clee. And in Lane 8, Bethan Powell of Cumbran Harriers. So it's the first 2 automatic qualifiers to book their place in the semi-finals. It looks a very good start there, I thought, from lane 4. Colbeck looked to get out really quickly there, but the officials have judged that to be a full start. So for the second time in the second heat now, we've had a full start. So clearly lots of nerves and tension, particularly over 60 metres. The key is being able to get out and up into your running as soon as possible. And we've seen evidence of that in these opening couple of races with the under 15. Megan Colbeck, who has a personal best of 8 seconds dead, and is, alongside Kesha Buchanan, probably one of the 2 favourites to progress through from this heat. And as we've seen there, the official giving out a yellow flag, so all athletes will now be on a warning. So just to remind you of the lineup, it's Hadaway, Snape, Hall, Colbeck, Jones, Buchanan, Cleland and Powell. As pointed out, lane 6, Kesha Buchanan of Notts AC has the fastest time on paper with a personal best of 7.94. We saw the opening heat one in 8.06 seconds. They're away cleanly second time, and Colbeck certainly got a very good start. Buchanan on here outside. Buchanan and Cleland are going to come through as a clear 1-2. Cleland takes it on the line from Buchanan, and I think it was Colbeck who came through for third there. Unofficially, we can't quite make out the starter's clock, unfortunately, so we can't give you the time, but certainly the 2 clear automatic qualifiers were that were Jessica Cleland, the Scottish athlete from Central AC, and Kesha Buchanan of Notts AC. They automatically booked their place through to the semi-finals. We're now moving on to Heat 3. The lineup is as follows. In lane 1 we have Melissa Morris of Birchfield Harriers, lane 2 Regan Walker of East Cheshire Harriers, lane 3 Emily Jarrard of Dash AC, lane 4 Caitlin O'Reilly of Colchester Harriers, lane 5 Lonna Culliford of Cardiff AC, lane 6 Laura lane 7 Thames Valley, and in lane 8 Charlotte Sampson of Wakefield and District. So the first 2 will automatically qualify for the semi-finals. They're away cleanly and certainly on the very outside. Sampson got a very good start, but in lane 2 Walker seems to be coming through awfully strong, and O'Reilly looks maybe to join it. It's very close for the second place, but certainly Walker and O'Reilly and Culliford were going to be close for those second automatic places. The winning time unconfirmed. So we are having slight issues with the clock here at Sheffield. It's not quite displaying all the digits correctly. That's either 8.10 or 8.16. But as we just pointed out, there's no doubt there about the winner. It was certainly Regan Walker coming through for East Cheshire Harriers, and we'll have to wait for the officials to tie up that second automatic position. The starters orders for Heat 5 of the under-15 girls 60 metres. In lane 1 we have Tara Farrell of Medway and Maidstone. Lane 2 is Abigail Linton of Crawley. 3 is Donatella De Silva of Birchfield Harriers. Lane 4 is Sophie Linton of Crawley AC. Lane 5 is Sophie Mills of Doncaster AC. Lane 6 is Josie Alaranock, the Midland champion from Hales Owen. Lane 7 Abigail Hazel of Birchfield Harriers, and in lane 8 Amelia Benson of Kingston upon Hull. Semi-final. currently Kurt Cameron at his second attempt at 270 in the under 15 boys pole vault. Second time of asking. Plants the pole. Ooh, he's going to have to go down to the third attempt there for Cameron. But after that bit of pole vault now, we'll head back to the track. And it's going to be heat 6 of these under 15 girls 60-metre heats. So 6, 7 and 8 heats to the left. And in lane, no starter in lane 1. So in lane 2 we have Sarah Malone of Edinburgh. Lane 3 of Gabrielle Whittle of Kingston upon Hull. Lane 4 is Ellie Hodgson of Southampton. Lane 5 is Izzy Tustin of Cardiff AC. Lane 6 is Sharvin Skirvin of Notts AC. Lane 7 is from Hogman, and it looks as though slight upset there. Certainly coming through. Ellie Hodgson of Southampton AC coming through, stopping the clock unofficially at 8:03. So a new lifetime best potentially for Ellie Hodgson to take it. Shireen Skirvin of Notts AC came through for the second automatic qualifying place. That was a fantastic race there. So we now have Naomi Greener on the runway in the second round of the under 17 women's long jump. Greener of the Marshall Milton Means Club, and coached by Laurie Wilkinson. Just currently preparing herself for the jump, getting psyched up, going through the motions, visualising the run and the takeoff. She looks set to attack it now, and away she goes. Very big arm action on the runway. Ooh, it did look close on the board, and unfortunately she gets the red flag, so that will be no improvement there for the Milton Marshall athlete. So just 2 more heats to go, and for the under 15 girls in the 60 metres event. Heat 7 now. In lane 2 is Isabel Avery of the City of York. Lane 3 is Jasmine Allen of Knee Valley Harriers. Lane 4 is Catherine Lord of Cardiff AC. Lane 5 is Tia Richards of Windsor Slowington and Hounslow. Lane 6 is Charmont Webster Tape of Sutton and District. Lane 7 Ellie Shaw of the City of Stoke Club. And in lane 8 Siobhan Benson of Deeside AC. Fastest on paper is Charmaine Webster Tape of the Sutton District, who's clocked 7.79 seconds as a joint top of the under 15 rankings for the 2014. We'd certainly expect to see her challenge for that automatic position, and second fastest on paper is Catherine Lord, the Welsh athlete, with a personal best of 8:05. And we're away cleanly there, and as we pointed out, Webster Tate with a very impressive start there, and she seems to be powering away, and it looks as though Lord's going to come through, maybe close on the line, but certainly Webster Tate takes it. Clock unconfirmed 7.97, so good to see another girl inside 8 seconds there. And as we pointed out, it was certainly a very late run from Katrina Lord, maybe getting that second place. Also Jasmine Allen very close on the line. So now this will be the final heat for the under 15 girls 60 metres. In lane 2 we have Emma Darby of Ireland. Lane 3 is Rebecca Sheffield of Burton Athletics AC. Lane 4 is Amber Anning of Brighton and Hove City AC. Lane 5 is Alicia White of Chichester Runners AC. Lane 6 is Vera Chirindu of Cambridge Harriers, the Southern champion and joint top of the UK rankings for 2014. Lane 7 is Megan Turnton of Hereford and County, and in lane 8 is Charlotte Jones of Derby AC. So as we pointed out, Chirindu top with 7.79. We've just seen Webster Tate dominate her in Heat 7. Can we expect to see likewise from Chirindu? So just the first 2 to guarantee progression through to the semi-finals. Chirindu certainly got a little bit loft in the blocks there, but now she's coming through, powering through, and on her very inside looks like Sheffield's going to come through for the second automatic qualifying places. The clock stops unofficially at 7.98 seconds, so Vera Chirindu takes an automatic qualification, and it looks as though Rebecca Sheffield of the Burton Athletics Club will be joining her through to the semi-finals. Now we'll just have to sit and wait for the 8 fastest losers. We are aware that at the moment there are quite a few issues potentially with some of the live streaming. We have dual camera set up, so we do have a second roaming camera which